everybody. This is a week after making the video, but today's video is, do they see you as a potential partner? And you've got 3 choices. The reason why I'm doing this now is that the intro got cut off anyway. So it disappeared, just totally disappeared. These are your 3 choices. There's more to this. Choice number 1 is the horse's eye. Don't read these bits because they're different from on the thing, but horse's eye, if you like that picture, for choice number 1. Choice number 2 is a spaceman, which I think looks like Austin Butler or Ben Affleck. Can you see that? Now, I really like that card, but this is where the little caveat is. It's not actually in the reading. It's because I forgot to change them and I put the wrong one up. But choose that for number 2 if you like the card, and I'll make sure the timestamps are exact. So your pile 2 will be pile 2, but you won't see the card there. Number 3, choice number 3 is the man with the flower in front of his eye. Again, another lovely card, and that will be the one you'll see in 2 as well. Yeah, it got there and there. It was just a bit greedy, that card. But those are your choices. The horse's eye for number 1, if you like that one. If you like the spaceman, number 2, you won't see it there, but keep it in your mind. And number 3 is the man with the white lotus or white flower in front of his eye for number 3. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed the reading, and I'll get it all knitted together for you and hopefully sent off for Sunday, because I like to get a reading out for Sunday if I can. Yeah, thanks very much. Hi, pile number 1. So let's have a look. Do they think of you as a potential partner? Let's have a look at them to begin with. How are they coming across? You know, people are often different than the way that we perceive them, and sometimes there are different states or different positions in their life, whether they need a relationship or not, what they're looking for. So let's just have a look. Let's have a look at them. The sacred fire. So this may be somebody who has like strong Scorpio or a plutonic element to them, where when they fall in love or they fall deeply, or they're looking for somebody to have a strong connection with, they're looking for that sort of karmic impression. You know, when you meet somebody you think, that's it, I know. So definitely looking for a soulful link is what I would say here. Let's have a look at what state they are in life, and whether this is the right moment for them. The 7 of Swords could possibly suggest that they may be in a situation where to have a relationship may feel quite sneaky, maybe underhand, maybe they're already in a relationship. And to be honest, it could possibly mean here what they're looking for in a partner is somebody who would go along with that. What they're looking for, what do they want, and what stage are they in? So this to me is like an affair type feeling. The 7 of Swords is doing something unexpected. It doesn't have to be an affair. I suppose I'm thinking that because of the snake coming in and eating the eggs is often like taking something that may be already settled. So that's like butting into a relationship that may already be formed. I'm sure these aren't the correct ways to sell yourself when you're doing tarot readings. But it could also be being too young, like a Gretna Green type thing where you're going to elope, or there's a very strong connection there and this person is almost like bucking the trend, doing something that's unexpected, like, as I said, like getting married too young, or it could even be in anything from like different cultures or different life experiences and people not expecting you to be connected and it being a shock to others. So there's lots of different things there. This is somebody who's looking for a connection that feels deep and strong and is prepared for, or perhaps even excited in the thought of doing something that's different, doing something whenever nobody else knows what's going on, if that makes sense. Or they get the neighbours chatting about it, saying, I didn't expect that, or all the difference in age, or she's from here and he's from there, or she's from here and she's from there. It's that type of thing, and that's what they're looking for. To me, again, I always think in terms of, I think it's archetypes really, but it's just how my mind forms, and I can translate things. And it would be like an Aquarius, Scorpio feeling, not afraid to do something different, but wanting a strong attachment, both fixed. Let's have a look at you before we go on to the next bit. You're here with the 8 of Swords. The Eight of Swords is a feeling of mentally not being able to move forward, I would say here, because it's like trying to break through the water. So you're in a state of perhaps watching or wondering, or it can often be anxiety, but it doesn't have to be. It can be trapped in your own thoughts. It's like, well, I know what the situation is. How am I going to move forward with this? Maybe overthinking in some sense, and less action, more like inside your own head. What are your needs in relationships? The Empress. With these two cards go quite well together, or they go very well together. The Empress is a sense of ease with regards to beauty in your life, whether that beauty comes as physical beauty in front of your eyes, or whether it's love. You know, love is beauty. It's growth. It is. So you're both looking for similar things. It's like looking to be settled, looking to find growth in a relationship, wanting that relationship to feel like a profound experience, especially from your person, and a slight tension and anxiety with regards to where the relationship is going or what the connection actually is probably what I would say there. So let's have a look at, how do they see you? How do they see you? They see you as you would like to be seen, I would say here, with the Four of Wands down here in the Empress card. The Empress is stable. It's the mother, you know, stable for the child to grow and be born and to be nurtured. And it's the same thing here. I suppose that, yeah, you've even got it expressed here, the little eggs inside the little turtle's belly. Which is the same thing. It's they see you as stable, as potential, as movement forward in a way that adds more beauty to life and to their experience. It has got a very motherly quality about you. Doesn't mean you are a mother, but you very well could be. You know, you could be a man who just knows how to expand your life through giving or love and stability. You know, really nice feeling there. So their view of partnerships with you, the Wheel of Fortune. This is really nice spread. The Wheel of Fortune is, again, you've got these two linking together. The Wheel of Fortune is that card that slices right in the middle of the major arcana that says, I recognise this karmic movement. I recognise what's going on here, and the sacred fire is what they're looking for. So they're seeing you as being that potential to make their life more, with this card here, and it being lucky, and oh my gosh, there they are, and we could do this together, and this has got, as I said, the word is potential here, and there's a bit of excitement with it. There's a little bit of naughtiness in this though, which I can explain how it feels to me. I know two young people, as in like young to me, early 20s, and both their charts are very steady. And there's like a lot of Capricorn in there in one, and there's like Virgo in the other. But with they've both got, one's got Sagittarius Sun and one's got Jupiter on the ascendant, and both quite steady and quite structured in their life, but when they're together, it's got a naughty element to it, and you can see them laughing at things that if they're caught or had to explain what they're laughing at, it's actually really rude. But there's something funny about that. There's something that they're matching each other. It's like they're quite structured in life and like it organised, but there's a naughtiness in it, and I think I can sense this in this part, possibly with this card here. It's like wanting to do something that makes you both feel alive, but what they recognise in you is the ability to play, but it feels correct, it feels right, they feel settled with you, they feel like they could grow with you. You know, there's a lot of growth in here. This babies, could literally be babies, could literally just be expansion and being nurtured themselves. You know, so not everybody wants kids. And, you know, and that can be a creative experience, but it's still, love is involved in there. And the Wheel of Fortune is that Sagittarius card of, well, hey, let's get going. Let's move, let's play, let's experience. Let's make the best of it. Let's not moan about life. I was watching something the other day and I thought that is really important to me. It was I'm trying to translate it to you, it's not just to me. It was how to choose a partner. And it was saying, and I thought, God, yeah, no, that is so true. I know a man who had a girlfriend like this. It's when you book a holiday, because I can relate to this, when you book a holiday and something goes wrong, you know, like you're stuck in the airport for 3 days and you don't get to experience the holiday and you're losing money, and if that person carries on with the holiday the last like 3 or 4 days, actually 10 days, very British, always have 10 days, and they're still moaning about it, they're still carrying it with them. And this person was saying, that's a relationship you need to get rid of. You know, you don't want somebody who's carrying baggage with them all the time. And this is the complete opposite. It's the person, you know, you can sit there and make sure everybody else is okay and make sure each other are okay in the airport. But when you're on holiday, you're on holiday. So this is somebody that wants to have the experience of feeling like they are enjoying life with you, and they feel that you're the type of person who is stable enough not to take crappy bits of life with you into, you know, to keep moving, you know, crappy bits of life into every experience in life when you've just had a bit of a backdrop of it, like the airport wait. And that is, I don't know if I translated that really well, but it's magic. It's a magic thing to do, to drop and keep moving, to not hold on to the experiences that we don't need to. So this is like an adding to it. You know, why would they find you as a partnership? You know, why is it so attractive? And you've got the Knight of Wands, which is exactly what I'm saying there, and the Page of Wands. Both of those are movement, and there's an ability, there's an innocence in this. It's like, well, now we're going on holiday, let's experience. And that could be translated to, especially if you've already been in relationships, I've had a tough relationship, now let's experience the holiday. And again, another sort of bit to put in here. My dad remarried. He was Sagittarius Venus, Mars, and he remarried a Sagittarius lady. I can't remember his moon or ascendant. And that was his chance to relive. You know, and he relived his youth in some way, at dancing and all this type of thing. And there was this fire and this movement with it. And that's what I think your person is looking for, and seeing that in a relationship with you. Kindness, stability, movement and fun. What is this one? The reality of it all. Oh my Lord. The reality. So this person's looking for a soulful link. They see it in you through the things we've just discussed. And in reality, the Devil card here is like somebody that finds it difficult to let go of this impression, this thought, this experience, this connection. So it's like somebody who's quite taken by you, I would think there. And the Devil card is bringing things down to earth, making it real. And this card I've actually got written on the wall in front of me is, what is the reality of the situation? Wanting to commit. Wanting to, and I'm going to put it in different words here, which may be a bit sort of over-exaggerated, to own or to connect or to have, you know, you next to them in this moment in their life. So that is a really nice spread. So that's what I've got there. The question was, somebody said in the comment section, I've no idea what your question was at the beginning, at the end of it. I'm like, neither have I. The question was, do they think of you as a potential partner? Without doubt. I'm not even going to explain it again because I think this is really obvious. Even for me, this is really obvious. Okay, I'm going to leave you there, pile number 1. Well done. Bye. Okay, pile number 2. Do they think of you as a potential partner? And do they want a relationship with you really as well? I started turning these cards over, and I know that they're quite difficult, but it doesn't mean anything about you. It's all about them at the moment. But this card here, I don't know if you want to rewind it. He flung out of the pack as if it was possessed. So I'm going to keep that there as a reminder. So the answer to me at the moment is yes, but let me have a look at these cards here. This is them at the moment. This has nothing to do with your connection. It's all about them. The first thing you've got here is their personality. You know, where are they? Who are they at the moment? The Five of Wands is an RC card. It's a card of being slightly antagonistic, slightly argumentative, not being very settled in yourself, a mind that's fluttered, or that's not a good word, is it? It's basically going off in lots of different directions, scattered. It's scattered and not relaxed. So I don't know whether this person's life is busy, whether they've got a lot of responsibility. It feels like compressed. You know when somebody gives you like 6 things to do before 12 o'clock when you're in work, and there's somebody nagging you, and then there's somebody else just had a crack at you. That's what that card feels like. So I feel busy and all over the place, scattered and chirty. I don't know if these words translate to people in different countries. Chirty, is that a word in any other country? It basically means, what does shirty mean? Argumentative. Yeah, short and argumentative. Right, let's have a look. What do they look for in a partner? Ten of Swords. Wow, that's got me. You've got a shirty person. What they're looking for in a partner is the Ten of Swords. Lots of thoughts here. No, actually, that's a lie. A few thoughts here, which could be a partner that is free. They're looking for somebody who is free. Maybe if you are connected to somebody, or they're looking for somebody that has ended. Another thought here is looking for somebody without baggage. You know, somebody who is not going to bring this situation, make it bigger, not going to bring them down in any way. It's like they can't take any more. So this is somebody that's possibly looking for ease in life and not experience it. Because these are quite, as I said, quite hard cards. And the answer here is yes. Do they think there's a partner? Yes. So I don't know what else is under the rest of the cards. Let's have a look at you. How do you come across? The Four of Cups. Four of Cups is they don't think you're interested in them possibly, or very laid back, very easygoing, maybe a little bit lazy. Nothing wrong with lazy. And with this one in particular, there's an element of being quite future thinking, like not doing much in the moment, but sort of sitting there wondering what's coming next. So to me, another word that's in my mind is, what's the word for? Don't go. There's a word for when you're not doing anything. When you're just basically waiting to do something. It's like a potential of movement. It's like momentum, but lacking in it. I don't know, I can't remember the word. And so they're seeing you, let me sum that up for you, as a possibility, but not sure whether you're interested. Let's have a look at your needs. Caution. What is going on between the pair of you? This to me is a connection where it's wondering whether you're both safe with each other, or wondering whether you're both safe in life first, and wondering whether the other person is going to add to feelings of feeling unsettled maybe, or in their case, or adding to your life in your case. Can they add to it? Because maybe with a caution card here with regards to your needs, if you've had a past relationship in the past, or you've been through a difficult experience in life recently, it doesn't have to be a relationship, neither of you are looking for anybody to add to that. You're looking possibly for ease, comfort and support, and you're both coming from the same place. So let's keep moving. Let's see how they see you. Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups with this difficult start here. It's not difficult, it just is. We all go through movements in life that make us think, when is the sun going to come out? And the Ace of Cups here, you are the sun. How they see you is the potential to love, to give. And then maybe you're wondering whether this is when the right time is, or whether you can express it without it being pushed back, possibly with a caution, but them seeing you as the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is the cups overflowing, so they're seeing you're holding back a very strong love nature, that and that together. It's not so much strength like you want to, to engulf people with it, but it's just a case, it's just natural to you. There's something quite spontaneous in the way that you share yourself and your thoughts and your expressions, and it's got a very tender feeling to it. It doesn't mean you have to be gushing, but people feel love, don't they? I think we just do. We just feel when people are giving. You can stand next to them, not look them in the eye, and you're just on the train, and you can just tend to feel people. And I think this person gets the feeling that there's something very soothing about you, and as I said, there's an innocence with you and your ability to give. How do they view a partnership with you? How do they view one? The Fool. It's like a chance to restart life. I do a few readings for people. I have done a couple of readings for people who have been through experiences where they're a bit older, and they're not like in their 20s, and they're not just like straightforward readings where when you're in your 20s and you meet somebody and it's like, oh, what's going on? There's like a story that's quite sad behind it, where somebody's been poorly and getting back together again. It's not sad, it's just like life, really. And this is like the chance to restart life. And perhaps if this person has been poorly with these cards here, or has had an experience that's been either depressing, or they felt slightly kicked out of life and not felt connected to themselves, they see you as a chance to restart, and it feels exciting, and it feels like it's got the potential to make them feel connected again to themselves and to everybody else. That I'm in the world again. Maybe after a period of illness or separation or a divorce or a difficult work situation. And it's like a new beginning. So yes, at the moment, I would guess, which is yes there anyway, see you as a potential partner. What are the pros? The pros and cons. You haven't got any cons in here. The Page of Cups, the Queen of Cups goes very much with the Ace of Cups. You have got the potential to them, how they view you, as it's exactly the same as this. You're just full of it. You're full of the ability to give of yourself. And these cards here suggest there's a maturity and an innocence with it, which you've already said. So it's like you understand that you can give without having to ask back. And there's still something quite childlike with these cards here. And this card, to be honest, it's the beginning afresh. This person sees you as a new way of life, and it feels, to me, obviously, I think you can tell by the way what I'm saying here, after this here, it's like you feel like beauty in the way that it's everything we need in life, isn't it, this? To feel connected and to feel loved, and however grisly and shitty we are, that's all we really want. We've just learned to be grisly and shitty and almost like it's like defending ourselves. Or lack of control. Maybe a bit both. So, the reality of this relationship, the Page of Pentacles. If you're not with this person, I feel with the Page of Pentacles, there'll be a possibility of this being offered a go-ahead in a way that's very easy, very normal, very, hi, how are you? Do you want to meet? Would you help me with this? Pentacles. Can you answer a question for me? Something very steady, what some people could term boring, but I just see as a light, really, as in like a go-ahead. It's something grounded, it's earthy, it's bringing it down to earth. And this card here, what I've got written on the wall is the reality of it. And to have a pentacle card in the reality placement is what you need. A chance. It's a chance to get this started, to get it moving, an offer, a real offer in the real world. So, pile number 2, what I've got here, do they think of you as a potential partner? It's like somebody who's hedging their bets on you, a real need, a want to have you in their life, because to come across as this feeling, you're precious. To want or to get that in your life is, anybody in their right mind wouldn't let that easily slip away. the ability to love, to give, the maturity, the innocence, the ability to make people feel alive. I fancy you. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there on that note. Thank you very much for joining me. And the answer is yes. I'm going to leave you. Bye. Okay, pile number 3. Pile number 2. I actually put the wrong picture down. This is pile number 3. Okay, so let's have a look. Let's have a look. Do they think of you as a potential partner? Let's have a look at them and, you know, who they are at this moment in time. You know, what's important to them? How are they expressing themselves? Oh my gosh, we had this in the pile number 2. I was just talking about the 5 of Wands, and the words I chose were basically a bit antagonistic, a little bit sharp, a little bit frayed and scattered, you know, mind all over the place, too many things, not having the chance to settle inside yourself to be able to feel love or yearn for love, or it's like yearning for peace, but it's not coming towards you because you're not it at the moment. If that makes sense. Busy, possibly. You know, people, as I said in the last spread, it's like being asked to do 6 things before 12 o'clock. You know, when you're in work and somebody says, you've got 6 things for you, and there's somebody else asking for something else, you're like, oh my God, I can't do it all. And so you're a little bit sharp, like, just leave me, I'll do it, that type of thing. That's what they feel like. So busy and scattered and frayed. She used those words twice. The next one is, what are they looking for in a partner? You've got the Hermit card. The Hermit card is the beauty of Virgo. And the beauty of Virgo to me is that organised feeling of being all together, and which doesn't surprise me that they're looking for that. They're looking for somebody who's opposite to who they are at the moment, what they're experiencing of themselves at the moment. They're looking for somebody who is centered and wise and calm, maybe introverted as well. But from a point of view of, it's like the type of person, if they were frayed or attacked, would keep quiet and not be shitty or shirty or shouty. They would more like to be, okay, well, I can see that you're annoyed, and it's actually, this is what you'd be saying to yourself, and this is what they're looking for. I can see you're annoyed, and practically I can't do 6 things before 12 o'clock, so you're just going to have to sit on that, and I'm going to see what I can do, but I'm not going to raise my blood pressure for you. And that's what they're looking for, somebody who thinks like that. It's probably what I would say there. Let's have a look at you and where you are at the moment. You've got the Fool card. So the Fool card is, these are quite interesting together. The Fool card is freshness and slightly excitable, which these two don't go together. So I don't know what this card is. It's like somebody who's yearning for excitement and a new beginning. It's like having one too many coffees in the morning. This person looks like he's had too many coffees, or she's had too many coffees, but so have you. So there is an element here of wanting life to be quick with this card, which is Uranus. And Uranus people, I don't know, I may be wrong here. I'm watching these like little snippets on ADHD and everything they were saying, and you know, how to recognise ADHD and all that. I'm thinking, well, that's Uranus. Well, that's Uranus. Yours, not mine. It's very much a feeling of heightened and oversensitive and wanting to speed life up, but want it to be exciting. You know, hence the sort of, I from what I guess, I don't know much about this, that dopamine is linked to, you know, wanting more ADHD is linked to wanting more dopamine, and this has got this feeling in here. It's like, what next? Make it new, make it fresh, make it exciting. So that's where you are at the moment. Let's have a look at your needs in a relationship. It's slightly softened, to be honest here. The 4 of Cups, it's like, take it or leave it. It's like, you know, it could be exciting, but if it doesn't meet my needs, then I'm not that bothered. It's funny that you should be watching this, because with this card here is an unusual card to get. It's like Four of Cups. If it's good, I'll take it, but don't offer me anything that is less than what I deserve type of feeling. Because this is like, I'll move on. If it doesn't suit me, you know, if you're not going to play a game, I'll move on. Or you're not going to basically match up with my energy, which is quite heightened, I must say. Yeah, it's got a funny feeling here. So both of you, high energy, I would say here, which doesn't have to be, I say people may not be able to see it visually. I think maybe this one, possibly. But they're going to sense that you need to keep moving. You need to keep moving. With these cards here, this person's looking for somebody opposite from them at the moment. And there's a similarity here, basically, in where you both are. But you can take it or leave it, is what I would say there. So I don't know how that's going to fit in. So let's keep going. So I'll go back and go over that. How do they see you? Oh, my gosh. I've shuffled the cards from the last spread, which you probably see me doing actually, because it will be in with the shuffle music. And these two cards have come out in exactly the same place. So Ace of Cups is how they see you, the potential for a new beginning. And as I said in the last spread, to go from that to this, it's like you smooth every frayed nerve in their body. It's the potential to be youthful and open and innocent, and to start afresh with a life that feels like you're taken care of and loved. And as I said in the last spread, it's what we all need. We all need the Ace of Cups in our life to feel loved, to feel that life's got potential. And that's how they see you. Movement forward that has security and fun and openness. And to be honest, with the Ace of Cups overflowing, and I think I pointed on this in the last reading as well, that they must see you being good with others. As in, they know that it's not just love that's pointed at them. It will be, you are love. You know, you've got a lot to give. And they will see that overflowing into other people's lives when you're with them. As in, you're probably very open, very giving, very kind, very compassionate person. And that's how they see you. You're not asked. I don't know with that one there. Let's keep going. Their view of a partnership with you. The Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is, because you're starting here and this person's looking for somebody who is, they would deem as better than them, you know, more altogether than them, I would think here. And I feel that you are altogether in the sense that you're aware of the situation and you're not going to take anybody who's going to not add to your life. They think that you add to their life, but their view of the partnership is almost, I feel that they feel they need to break out of this energy. That's them trying to come to terms with what's making them feel like that. Because this is like trapped in your own thought processes. This is, and I said the first word I think was RC. And we all know what that feels like. It feels like 4 strong coffees and being stuck in on a rainy day with 3 kids in a tiny room below the age of 3. It's that at you type of feeling. That's how your person feels in themselves at the moment. And they're wondering whether they can break through it, and they see you as the hope to break through that. Let's have a look at these pros and cons and secrets, time. Both of these are the pros and cons of a relationship is the ability to get it moving. I would think things that aren't expressed, lots of watching between the pair of you. To me, it feels as if it's not concrete at the moment. These cards are like wishing, wanting, watching. And that is somebody who has fallen in love with you because they see that you're more than them, or they think that you're more than them, or the ability to express your natural state in a far easier way, your natural ability to love and to give. And maybe that's why you're so secure. It's like, I can take it or leave it. It's like, and you're coming across as like, I understand life. There's a sense of wildness here about you that knows who you are, has the ability to love. But with this card here, it's like, well, if you can't match up, unless you get out of this energy, I'm not interested in you. So, and that's not the question, is it? It's, do they see you as a potential partner? And what I've got so far is they're looking for somebody who's going to take them on a journey and is wise. And I think that they've got here, they're watching you. It's like yearning for you because you seem to have got it sussed. You seem to have got your nature sussed, and they're looking, it's like somebody that may lean on you slightly, to be honest, to get themselves out of their own inner nature. Lean's the wrong word. It's like they see you as a potential to escape themselves. Let me have a look at the last card. In reality, what's the reality of this? The Page of Swords. I feel that this relationship, to get moving, needs more communication, more discussion, the ability. I don't know where this relationship is. It could even be the need to talk to each other, whether it's, you know, one that is just watching and waiting and it needs to actually talk. And sometimes we do get those relationships where we're all interested, but the connection hasn't really kicked off yet. And this possibly could be one of those. And this person is finding their life difficult and trying to ease themselves out. They're looking for somebody who's going to make their path seem easier. They see you as being, well, I guess this is confidence. Not really bothered, maybe, if you're fun type of thing. And wanting a taste of you because they feel that you're going to make them more. So, do they see you as a potential partner? Without doubt. But I feel here that it may be very flattering to see this person whose eyes are all on you. But you need to get to know them better, I would say. You need to talk. Because I'm wondering here, if you knew this person, whether, you know, because you've got that, I don't really mind if this relationship does or doesn't. I'm interested because I can feel something. But it would be interesting to talk to see where they are, whether they're moving out of this feeling here and perhaps becoming more of what they want out of somebody else. An interesting spread there. Yeah, they do see you as a potential partner. They want a taste of you, if that makes sense, so that it sits inside them and they become more of you. It feels like when people translate Jupiter in astrology in your chart, and you're looking for somebody you're going to learn something from. And, you know, I think we don't do this so much anymore. And that's what they're looking for, to learn something from you. And that is an ease of expression of your joy in life, these two together. So I'm going to leave that there, pile number 3. I hope that makes sense to you. I'm going to love you and leave you. Thank you very much for joining me. Have a good week. Bye.